I'm Darryl Parrish, Lieutenant with the Westmont Fire Department. We're up here in Appleton, Wisconsin at the Pierce factory. We're doing our final inspection on a pumper that we are purchasing. This is going to be the fourth rendition of this pumper. We have 4 other versions of it, almost exactly the same. But again, we use Pierce in all of our fleet. So we're going to do a walk around, show you the rig, and show you some of the features that we've picked out. Again, Westmont Fire Department, we're an ISO Class 1 accredited fire department. All the rigs are standardized, so that way if you're on one rig at one station, you should know where everything is. We went with a clean cab concept on this rig, so all the gear is going to be stored outside of the rig. The driver's gear will be here, our firefighter's gear is in the firefighter's compartment. Lieutenant has the same exact door on the other side of the rig, and the other firefighter also. Open this up here. Some of the features for safety that we picked out, we have a screen here that has cameras all the way around the rig. So we can see, obviously, our backup camera, but also on each side and the front of the rig. So speaking about the outside compartments, we also run this engine tandem with our ambulance. So we carry ALS equipment in this compartment here, full complement from our medications, cardiac monitor, and all of the BLS equipment also is all stored in this compartment along with firefighter's gear. Moving on back, we have a 1500 GPM pump, 500 gallon tank on this pumper. On the other rigs, it's laid out exactly the same. So the colors are all coordinated, the valves and discharges are all in the same position. So if you're on one rig at one station, you should know exactly where and how to pump this one, just by the same similarities on both of them. So this compartment here is going to be set up for the engineer. So he'll be pumping here. They can come over here and get all the adapters and appliances and tools that they need to get the hose lines in service. This compartment here has a swing out door. We use it to mount our tools. So where you have our axes, our cable cutters, airbags go in here mounted on the back side of this swing out door. And that is a new feature that we have implemented in the last couple of rigs. So this swings out, gives us a lot more storage in this compartment. This pegboard you can mount on it. Very, very secure. You don't have to worry about the weight limit on it. Again, air bottle storage and fuel is incorporated here. In this compartment here, we've added an electrical outlet because we have new tools for our extrication that use batteries. So now we can mount all of our batteries in here and have them charging on the rig at all times. So coming to the rear of the engine, you can see that we have our hose beds laid out. Again, this is standard across our fleet. We have over 1,000 feet of 4-inch hose. We have over 1,200 feet of 2.5 and 3-inch hose that we carry on here. And then also this compartment here is set up just for our high-rise pack. The still district that this engine is going to be in does have a very large building in it, so we need a high-rise pack just dedicated for all the high-rises that we have. Moving down here, a good step so our members can work safely off the rear. We have our camera that we talked about earlier, arrow stick obviously, double discharges on the rear. This tray slides out so we can get our heavy equipment onto the ground. We carry a large generator on there. So moving on to the passenger side or officer side of the rig, we carry our ladders. We carry roof ladders, we carry extension ladders, of course our attic ladders, and all of our complement of pike poles here. These compartments are all equipment based, so we have all of our equipment for like lights, our cribbing is in here, we have our fans in here. Again, these compartments here look like SCBA compartments, but we actually carry extinguishers in here. So the extinguishers get mounted horizontally here on both of these compartments, so we can have a little bit more space to move equipment around. This compartment here we use for our RIT equipment. We have it all stored in here in one spot, so our rope bags are in here. All the rescue equipment that we need for RIT is stored in this compartment. The opposite side of the pump panel has basic intakes and discharges. Also have our cross slaves which can be pulled on either side. All right, so the Westmont Fire Department runs with 3 personnel, a driver, a lieutenant, and a firefighter in the back step. They ride back here. All of their gear can be stored in here, along with tools. So the firefighter can come off the rig, grab all of their equipment they need to go to work instantly. There's no running around the rig anymore. Everything is in the same position. So just like the firefighter and the engineer, the officer has their own door, their own compartment here, right here, that they can take all of their equipment off and on the rig in the same position, so the gear tries not to be in the cab to keep that clean cab concept. So we have this very, very thick vinyl seat here, which is easy to be wiped off, so there's no cloth in the rig that will absorb those carcinogens. So at the Westmont Fire Department, we have a tradition where every single rig has a bell on it. But the bell is special because it gets passed down from engine to engine. So we try to keep these clean, we try to keep them in really good shape, and then when we retire an engine, this gets moved to the next engine. So we picked a new light pattern for this rig, new light pattern and new lights actually. If you notice on top of the engine, there's a brow light, which provides an incredible amount of scene light at nighttime. We have the same style of light on the side of the rigs for side scene lighting. With the new advancements in technology for LED lights, we can run these without a generator. There's not a big power draw on those. And if you're looking at spec in a rig, make sure you have adequate scene lighting. You'll also notice that we have red and blue lights. This is one of our first rigs that we've changed that. So we have blue lights incorporated with it. It's also the first rig that we've gone with this color scheme of the black over red, which is going to be starting a new tradition at the Westmont Fire Department. So again, that's our rig. Thank you for watching. Anytime you need anything from Pierce, there's always great reps to help you out. We use John Kenna. If you ever need to reach out for anything, he's your man. Thanks.